I told y'all that if I survived any one of the previous encounters in part 1, there wouldn't be a part 2. Welcome back to Vigor. It's your boy, Stealth Jet, leader of the JSS. As the title reads, pretty much, this is part 2 of the PPSH-41 stress test. I have not used this weapon a lot. I have not. Matter of fact, probably the part 1 video was probably the first time I even used the weapon in my entire Vigor play career, if that's even a thing. So this right here, this video is part 2. I done died with the weapon twice in my hands. So now, if I die a third time, it's completely on me. Now that does not discredit how I got 2, I believe, kills in my part 1 video. But I'm gonna try to do better in this video. So way back then, when I first started the whole YouTube thing, there was a guy named Tony. I believe his name was Tony5573. Hold on. His name was Tony5573 or something like that. And he asked me how to go about, the barred house, time safe container and stuff like that. So this video is going to be somewhat of an answer to that question while still testing out the PPSH. So let me address the first thing first. Number 1, you never go for something important just because you spawn next to it. Especially on a small map like this. If you spawn on field content and you spawn right in front of a barred house, I guarantee you there's going to be at least 6 individual eyes watching you. What I just said was 3 people is going to be watching you walk up to that house and waiting for you to stop and open up the wood. When you do that, headshot. Right? Tip number 1. Never go for something just because you spawn next to it, or in front of it, or near it. Because somebody somewhere else is going to be on the way to that exact same location that you're at as well. So if you do that, get ready for a fight. So that's my first tip. My second tip you'll see performed in action later on in this video. So what we've seen in that ambush style kill right there was that this thing literally vomits bullets. Literally vomits bullets. Now, I would imagine if you go prone with this PPSH-2, it'll be like a whole death machine. But you're going prone. So, you don't want to do that. And you see, all I'm doing right now is just making sure nobody's around. And you see that I heard somebody in that direction. But then I hear crows. So, I'm not going... Then we hear crows again. We heard crows twice. Why would there be crows twice? Because somebody's there. And yeah, I think I said this in my part 1 video, but the meta on battery drought, battery death, or battery snow death, is that when all the exits are locked, at least one person will be down here waiting to steal anybody's life who's coming here, because they don't want to give up the resources to take of any of the locked exits. This map has become more deadly. And so right here, I get a little bit sidetracked and try to see if I can catch a glimpse of whoever is here. But then the thought hits me. Go back to the barred house. The safe hasn't been unlocked yet. Go back there and get the job done. You know how when you're playing like a regular single player game and you're trying to go through the main story, but then the side quests get a little bit interesting, so you get sidetracked on a side quest? That's what happened to me just now. That's what happened. So I'm going to make my way back to the barred house. And we heard footsteps to my left earlier. Now, why are they there? I have no idea. Maybe they found something that they want to keep an eye on. We don't know. But what I do know is somebody to my right just used the detector. What does that tell me? I got a small window, real small window, of getting in this house and securing what I need to secure. Close the door behind me. Start opening taking off the wood, basically. Start doing that. Pro tip, jump over it. Jump over that last section. Now, I haven't quite mastered jumping over the section to get out, but it's possible. I'm just trash at it. And in anticipation of getting the airdrop, I turned down the music. And you see right here, I'm trying. It's just not working out, so I'm just going to destroy it. Now, airdrop, secure. There's no music. And I need that silence to hear anybody who's coming up. And you see my objective. My objective is to fight. Notice how I'm not waiting inside the barred house, waiting to hear somebody. Instead, I'm outside it. And there you have it. Tip number 2. If you're going to do anything with a barred house, do not sit inside of the barred house waiting for the safe to unlock. Sit outside of it. So that way you can catch a glimpse of anybody, or let me rephrase that. You will catch a glimpse of people who are waiting to see you leave the barred house and take you out afterwards. But regardless, objective complete. Now, my final objective is to escape. But I thought that while I was playing the game. And so objective 5 is to escape. My final objective is not really all that clear yet. My main goal is to escape, don't get me wrong. But anything can happen between now and me seeing that 10-second countdown timer go off. And so, I'm going to regroup mentally, re-up my psyche, go ahead, loot this truck, and I'm thinking, right? What can I do? I got 2 PSDs, and we did hear some gunshots at that exit. Maybe I can find a picture. Maybe. All in the name of XP. And so, where should I go to find a picture? Well, I done checked the town. Didn't see anything over there. I mean, I could check it more thoroughly, but some time has passed, and maybe some people are, or maybe a person, is in the town waiting for somebody to walk past. But check this out. Here's why I'm like walking right now. Because whenever you get real heavy, you make a whole lot of noise. And it's so bad now to the point where I can't hear anything around me except my own footsteps. So that's why you hear me and or see me going slow like that. Just like this. Because I need to hear. It's almost like your footsteps have an echo out in the wild. And remember, I still got this airdrop on me. So I'm hitting detector. I'm going to see what's left. I'm going to see who's left. Maybe there's some more opportunity to get some loot. But look. What the hell is going on over here? What is this? I already inferred that person, well, that thing at the car park, that's a transmitter. That's what I'm thinking. But we seen 3 dots over here. What the hell is going on over here? And so I get a bit curious, right? But you know the saying, curiosity killed a cat. But I'm a jet. Anyways, alarm trap goes off. What sounds like a Sumi goes off. No car alarm though. Just an alarm trap. If a bullet hits a car, the alarm goes off. I'm still on my what the hell objective. But I want to see what is going on over here. I have an A1. If anybody stops to loot a body, I can headshot them and get their loot and take that exit. And I think about using a PSD right here. But there's no point. We seen there were 2 dots over here. And we also seen, or heard rather, that gunshots. So at least one of those, well, 2 of those red dots are people. Is one of them still alive? I don't know, but I want to find out. And I want to give y'all something to laugh at too. And you see, I'm looking in that direction because I'm planning my escape mentally. But I'm just watching to see if I see any kind of movement. It's too quiet right now. At this exit where like we heard a mortar strike go off, it's way too quiet. And then again, me using that detector maybe forced somebody to do something. But look, that's Glint. And so, I'm going to pull out my A1, put it back on my back, just in case I need to pull it out really fast. But the closer I look, that's fake Glint. That's not a person. That's not a person at all. So why would somebody place fake Glint and then upon closer inspection, an alarm trap right there on the road? That exit is one really huge look at me visual bait. That's crazy. Is it big brain? I have no idea. Maybe it is. Maybe it is because I fell for it. But I fell for it only because people were shooting over there. And I wanted to try to see what was going on and to maybe give y'all something to laugh at too. Because like, that's just crazy. Like if 2 people have the same idea to camp near an airdrop, camp near an exit, they're going to fight. And it's going to be funny. But let's focus on the whole PPSH-41. In my opinion, this weapon is a poor man's ADR. I'm going to say it. That's it. The cost is accuracy. It's not as accurate as an ADR, but it does have a lot more clip capacity. And, in my opinion, the PPSH is more historic than the ADR 97. I mean, the ADR is a P90, basically. But yeah, so I think this thing's a poor man's ADR. And the Sumi is a poor man's version of a PPSH. That's what I'm thinking too. But hey, we're about to get out of here. We're going to try to get out of here. The radiation's coming. It's coming. Right? So I'm going to see about looting, well, getting off using this exit. I haven't came here a lot, so I'm trying to memorize what this needs. Electronics. And I don't have it. Actually, I say I haven't came here a lot. I literally was trying to come here the previous video. But anyways, now radiation is here. You can't turn off the Geiger counter. You can't. So you gotta deal with that annoying ringing in both of your ears. And the radiation is coming from the top down. So what I do know, thanks to Shake 'em Fan and I's play session, is that going over here to the top exit requires 20 wire. I got 20 wire. So I'm going to make it over here, up this way. Matter of fact, I may have 150 wire at this point in the play session. But remember, we seen 3 dots, I believe. 2 at that exit behind me, and another one that was over here, well, behind the car park. We didn't see anybody there. We didn't. So I feel relatively safe checking this buried cache. I don't mind wasting a little bit of time. I don't. So I'm going to keep going. And I kid you not, there's a person right over there. Now watch this. You see that? That's a person. Now watch when I get close to this exit. Watch this now. Wait for it. Wait for it. Crows. Now listen to what this guy does. Hold on. I think, yeah, you are going to see a video where this exact thing happens. And I'm not going to spoil what this entails, but stay tuned to the channel because I'm going to explain what happens here in another video weeks down the line. But there you have it. What I can gather from the PPSH is that large clip capacity, the iron sights are small, which means there's less crowding of your peripheral vision. That's a really big plus. Like with the L85, you have a scope and then iron sights, which pretty much takes up your entire TV. With the PPSH, you can look around you as you're aiming down sight, right? Also, this thing's fire rate is pretty nice. Granted, it doesn't hit as hard as an 80-yard, but it's pretty nice. And so, the PPSH, does it pass or fail the stress test? I would like to say that it passes, but not as much as an 80-yard. I mean, it's a freaking 80-yard. But it passes, right? It passes if and only if you know how to aim with it. If you hold down your right trigger finger and spray, you seen what happened when I took out that guy in the barred house. Bullets flew everywhere. But if you know how to calmly select your shots in short bursts, you'll be okay. You'll be better than okay in fact. But that's it. There you have it. Part 1 and Part 2 of the PPSH-41 stress test. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. And remember, join my Discord. The link is in the description. I will see you all in the next episode. Until next time, peace.